Hello my friends, and welcome back to TubeU channel. Today, I'm going to share two incredibly useful functions that you will definitely want to have in Comfy UI. Let's get started. Number 1. Copy and paste. These shortcuts are among the most frequently used functions in Windows, and they are undeniably handy. We utilize them in our daily tasks without even thinking about it. The good news is that we can leverage these shortcuts within Comfy UI as well, but it is not just about using them within a single PNG or JSON file. We can apply them across multiple files. For instance, in Mage, you have come across a function in a JSON file that you find extremely useful, like precursors for SDXL control net. Now, you want to incorporate it into your workflow. Simply open another window using the same browser and use the copy and paste function as you normally would. Job done. If any errors pop up during this process, take a moment to verify the source. Sometimes the original source might rely on certain extensions that you don't have. If this is the case, you will need to download these extensions if you intend to use them. Number 2. Tidying up the image folder. Managing the output folder for Comfy UI images have puzzled me a bit. Old images are stored there without any classification. Personally, I prefer a folder structure similar to that of SD Web UI Automatic 1111, with folders named by date. Since I couldn't find an extension to do this automatically, I decided to take matters into my own hands. To achieve this, create a new folder within the Comfy UI directory and named it Output Clean. Then, in your auto-run batch file, insert these command lines. These lines are similar to those used in most Python application batch files. The lines proceed by echo only display the message on your screen. This line waits for you to press a key. If you press Y key, the script proceeds to execute the moving figure subroutine. Otherwise, it continues with the regular Comfy UI process. Regarding set command line arguments equal metavram command, I have noticed that it doesn't have the same as in Stable Diffusion Web UI Automatic 1111. Nevertheless, it hasn't caused any issues for me. In the move figure subroutine, start by navigating to the Output Clean subfolder. Within this subfolder, create another subfolder with the current data format, according to your time and language setting. For instance, my data output format is year, month, day. I modified this format by replacing / with hyphen to create the folder name. I move old figures from the output folder into this newly created folder, then proceed to run Comfy UI as usual. Initial run troubles. On my first attempt to run the process, I encountered an issue. Upon investigation, I examined the output folder only to find that the images have been relocated. However, upon checking the Output Clean directory, I was relieved to see that the images were indeed correctly transferred to the data-named folder. To further troubleshooting, I examined the auto-run batch file, where I identified that a particular command wasn't comprehensive enough. To address this, I added the command cd ... to the batch file. After saving these changes, I executed the batch file once again, and this time everything works as expected. This process works seamlessly. As I mentioned in a previous video, I have combined all my AI applications into a single batch file that manages all my AI projects. You can watch the video in the description below. In this context, the lines mentioned above are not necessary. Consequently, the final auto-run batch file resembles the following. If you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching.